Hey everyone, happy Tuesday, October 17th. It's a fresh new week for the Plant-Based Morning Show. Welcome to the show. We're sponsored, presented by Compliment. That's lovecompliment.com. Still time to go get in on the good longevity thing we're doing. Doug, I've totally forgotten on the promotional words for that one. I know the URL though is nomadathlete.com/longevity. You go there, you get all kinds of goodies about longevity, fitness for longevity, which was my contribution. Bunch of experts, far more expert than I am in plant-based things. So it's a good bunch of information you want to get over there. All right, I'm going to add Doug into the show, and we'll get going here. We got a jam-packed show, lots and lots to talk about today. That's how Tuesdays often are after a long weekend away. So this is no different. All right, waiting on Instagram. It's okay. I think it worked. There we go.
Hey, Matt. Good morning. Happy Tuesday morning.
Yes, good morning to you as well. My daughter this morning, she kind of took a page out of my book and started saying days of the week and which ones are good and bad, and decided that Tuesday might be the worst day of the week. She said Tuesday morning possibly could be the worst time because Monday you've at least got that weekend.
Yeah,
has charged you, recharged you, but then Monday wipes that out, and then you're left with Tuesday.
And then just a long week ahead.
I mean, right ahead, you're already drained. It's the worst day of the week.
You know, I'm going to flip the script, Matt. I think Tuesday is the best day because it's the first episode of the week on the Plant-Based Morning Show, which I very much look forward to. And like you said, it's a jam-packed one, which is common on Tuesdays because there's been so much happened over the weekend or in the final day. So, you know, I think this might be the best day of the week.
Okay, I like it. Well, I'm glad we can contribute to that a little bit, help make it a little bit better, hopefully, for a handful of people who listen to the show.
Yes, but I do need to speak a little bit more about the plant-based, or about the Plant-Palooza Longevity Summit, or Festival, Festival, because you didn't pitch it very well. No. You know, I have been, I've spent most of my working hours of the last week and a half going through all of the interviews and content and everything for the Plant-Palooza Festival. I was writing emails and blog posts for it yesterday and this morning, and it's just really cool. I mean, it really is some of the best stuff we've done, some of the most informative interviews we've done with some of the biggest names. And so if you're at all interested in longevity and health and plant-based nutrition and fitness for longevity, you know, you really, this is something you just don't want to miss. It's a lot of free, excellent content. And as a VIP member, you get a bunch of different additional free content and perks and things like that. Sometimes we kind of, you know, talk up some of the stuff we do as unique and different, and you know, questionable how unique and different it actually is. This is one of those times when it really is something you should check out. So nomadathlete.com/longevity. It starts October 25th, but if you join now, you can get access to some extra bonuses and perks and stuff.
All right, good. And we are a longevity company. We should remind people of that, right? Our supplements aren't about getting ripped or getting mass. It's about living long and thriving and healthy. So it's our wheelhouse. So it's not surprising this would be really good.
Yes.
All right. Let's see quickly with the weekend. Just like we got a lot to do, so I don't want to spend too long on weekends. I've got a fairly lengthy introductory story. Do you have anything, Doug, to cover from the weekend? Any updates on training or food or whatever it is?
I did a 20-mile long run. Did a 20-mile road long run. My first road long run in a long time.
Yeah,
I didn't have much time, so and wanted to get in 20 miles, so did that. That was nice. Although I think it's flared up something in my Achilles, which has never happened before. So that is a little bit concerning.
The road is a problem for that?
I don't know. Fairly new shoes. I mean, they're not like brand new, but a couple weeks old. That could be part of it. Could have been the road. I don't know. I'm hoping that's just a little blip that I can.
Yeah, let's hope. How far away are you from your race day?
I have a 50K next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the week after that. And then I'm exactly 1 month out from the 100K. Okay.
Well, you better shut it down. Get that Achilles healed up.
I know. Get that figured out. Yeah. But no, that is my big update. The girls were with their grandmother, my mom, over the weekend. So just really nice date weekend with my wife.
Very nice. Yeah. Good. All right. Glad to hear that. I don't have too much new. I cooked a bunch of food, mostly staples, veggie broths, a couple batches of beans, Cuban sandwiches, always a classic, always a hit. Oh, I made my own seitan for that. That was another thing. I spent a lot of time cooking this weekend. It was good, I guess. Anyway, so I did that, but nothing all that.
What do you put
exciting.
on your? So I bought a Cuban sandwich out this weekend. What do you put on yours? Like what meats?
The recipe is from Viva Vegan, and it's supposed to have something like a mojo marinated pork, and that's what the seitan is used for. And then it's just in this like lime juice, orange juice, garlic marinade, baked or roasted, I guess. And then it's supposed to have vegan ham. I couldn't find vegan ham. Never can really find vegan ham very often. And I used the Unreal Deli corned beef flavor, which is okay. It's not like ham, but it's the color of ham, so at least it looks like the sandwich. But yeah, I mean, you can get vegan ham now and then. It's just not usually in the stores that I shop at. And then, of course, pickles, mustard, and vegan cheese.
There's ham tofurkey slices. Those are everywhere. I see those.
I don't have that. We don't have it. We've got oven roasted. We've got pepper flavored, but they're always turkey flavored.
Huh. Ours has it. We have a ham one. Yeah. So mine was jackfruit based. I think that's the ground pork meat or whatever.
Yep.
It was pretty good. And then it had some ham, like vegan ham slices and stuff like that, which I think were just tofurkey stuff. It was good. I was hoping for something a little bit different, but it was good.
Was it smashed properly, like in a panini press or under a brick?
It was. I don't know what they used, but I mean, it was at a Cuban restaurant, like a legit Cuban restaurant.
Good.
That happens to offer a bunch of vegan options. I love this place. It's great. Another great vegan spot in Black Mountain, or spot for vegans in Black Mountain.
Right. Good.
It was the first time I got the Cuban sandwich.
What's the name of the restaurant in case anyone's traveling through your town? Ambassador Doug. Town's.
It is Cousins Cuban. Cousins Cuban Cafe. It's a family owned family from Cuba.
Very nice.
Very good.
And look at that. And now they got a semi-positive review from the town councilman. Look at that.
Very positive about the spot. I would get some of the other things over the Cuban sandwich if I went next time I go back.
I think you got to use seitan over jackfruit. Jackfruit's done. That was last year's. 2 years ago, vegan meat sensation. No one wants jackfruit anymore.
That's right.
All right. So here's my report. Have you tried the Taco Bell nacho cheese sauce yet?
I almost stopped on Sunday. I couldn't convince Katie to do it. That was going to be our last little thing on the way to pick up the girls.
Right. It would have been perfect. Didn't have it.
So I haven't done it.
Why wouldn't Katie
but
do that?
I saw in the Discord that some of our listeners have.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't see that. Generally positive reviews?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
we've got a negative review. I don't want to hear it.
Well, we've got a review at the end of the show today that isn't all that positive. Here's my review.
Okay. So you got it. Let's hear it.
Well, don't jump to conclusions yet. My review is after soccer practice last night. I told Ellery about the thing on the way. Somehow she hadn't heard about it. Went to her soccer practice. She's returning from her concussion, so it was a half practice for her. We're on our way back, and she said, "Can we stop and get that Taco Bell thing, the nacho fries?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't really feel like it, but I guess why not? We'll do that." So we went. I said, "But if it's a really long night to drive through, I'm not going to go in because it's just too late. She's got to get in bed by 8:30, and it's like 7:45 now. So we're not going to do a long stop." So went there. Of course, there's a huge line at the drive-through. So I said, "All right, we're not going to go home. We're going to try to go in." And we started walking in. I said, "You have to understand something. If this is a shit show in here, we're not going to stay. Like I've heard this joke before. When the line of the drive-through is long, and then you walk in, and you see people milling about, and you can tell everyone's disgruntled, and there's like no attention being paid." So we walked in. It was exactly that scene. And she asked what I meant by that, and I defined it as that. When you walk in, you'll know if it's sort of just doesn't feel like a good vibe. So it didn't at all.
Did she pick up on that?
Maybe. I don't know. Because I wasn't positive. When I walked in, the good thing was the little kiosk thing where you can go to order. There was no line for that. And Taco Bell's now have this one, like they've reordered the whole front facade of the inside. It's no longer like a line of cash registers like you expect at a typical place. It's now in a little corner, and there's only a spot for one register because they've shifted so much to these kiosk things. So it just seemed weird. And there was like nobody manning the register for a minute. And there was like 3 girls from a volleyball team in there and some other random people. And so we just weren't sure. I heard somebody grumble after we put our little order in. It came to $3.45 or something, nice and quick. I heard someone grumble like when they got the order, they're like 20 minutes later. and then they went up to the thing and got their thing. So we waited and waited and waited. Probably 5-10 minutes passed, and then I heard the guy call someone else's name and said, "Hey, we don't have the vegan nacho cheese anymore for your order. Is that okay? Like, can we just give you the regular one?" And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." So that was surprising to me first. I was like, well, who orders the vegan cheese but isn't vegan?
Yeah.
But just picks it and doesn't care if they have the other
I mean,
thing.
that's a good thing, right? I mean,
I think it is. I don't really know. A lot of people think that's healthier and that's why they would do it or just want to try it. I have no idea. But I thought, okay, now this is really bad. Now we're not going to get the vegan nacho cheese. And so we kept waiting. And she just wanted the fries now. And I said, okay, I guess there'll be seasoned nacho fries or something. Like, I would have left at that point. Who cares about the $3.45? Because it was just to get that money back.
You were over it. At that point, you were over it.
Yeah. But she now wanted fries. She thought she was getting fries. So she said, no, I want to wait. And so we waited another 10, 15 minutes. Someone else came in.
10 or 15 minutes?
In total, probably another 10 or 15.
Okay.
Someone else came in, a mom, really mad because they'd placed a drive-through order or a mobile order 45 minutes ago and hadn't gotten it yet. Had to get to the manager. I mean, just shit show is what it was. It was the typical, exactly what you expect. And now and then you get it at Taco Bell. And so we kept waiting. Then they put more fries in. Hadn't even come to us yet and mentioned that there was no vegan cheese, which I knew they would eventually. So I said, they haven't even seen our order yet. And I said, do you want to wait? Like, you were the one who has to go to bed, Ellery, at 8:30, and it's now 8:10. I was like, you let me know when you're ready to go, and we will. But if you want to keep staying, we'll stay. So finally she said, I'm ready to go home. So we just left. We just no fries, no nacho cheese, nothing. Terrible experience. I don't understand how a restaurant, I love Taco Bell. I really do. We talk about it all the time about their vegan friendliness. Mm-hmm. We have their custom sound here on the thing. That's how much we like them. But how can you run a restaurant? The manager of this place, and of Taco Bell's in general, how can you have this happen so frequently that I can predict when it's going to happen based on what the drive-thru line looks like and just the vibe? It's like, how can you have a restaurant that runs that way where no one knows or cares what's going on or anything? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how they stay in business. What is competitive market, right? Fast food. Like, aren't there other good places people like to go to? How can this happen? It doesn't make sense. If I had a business and just for even 15 minutes that situation existed, I'd say I've failed as a business owner. It's terrible.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened, Matt. I don't really know what to say. I hope you didn't tip him 30%.
No, I didn't tip him anything. I tipped the company $3.45.
Yeah, that's right. They won in that situation. That's how they stay in business, because they got your order.
I guess. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, we walked out and said, now you know what a shit show. Now you know what that means, because that's what it was. And now you've experienced. So it was not good.
But, well, do you think you'll go back, or is that how?
Yeah,
I will.
I do want to try it. I still like Taco Bell. I'm still going to support them, but I'm not ever going into one again. It's just, if you see a long drive-through line, you bolt from that location.
Avoid
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Born and raised PNW on Instagram says, "Oh, I tried the vegan cheese. It was delicious. The fries were great, and I also put the cheese on the black bean crunch wrap." There you go.
See, that's a good move. That's what it was. That's what they were testing. That's where they came up with this vegan cheese recipe.
Drew Designs on YouTube says, almost all Taco Bells are like that. I had the exact same experience in Spokane, Washington. Yeah, I feel like Taco Bell in particular has been struggling over the past few years with like keeping employees and stuff. I don't know.
Definitely, they have, and a lot of fast foods aren't open now at random times because of labor shortage or whatever. But I mean, I thought the whole fast food thing was like based on process, and like you have to have this thing down. Like, that's how it works. That's why they make money, even though it's not that good of food. But I don't. So it's just like I just don't get what can happen. But who knows? Maybe, obviously, things beyond my control.
Yeah. And Kate says that maybe they were giving the vegan cheese sauce out by mistake. Giving the vegan.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. They have no idea what they're doing. Who knows what they're doing? I don't trust that anything is vegan anyway. When I get that now, based on this experience, they could serve you anything they want. They don't care.
We need to start an ad campaign to get your $3 back. Get them to send you a coupon or something.
Well, I thought there was a chance someone from Taco Bell maybe listens to this show.
If they do,
very little chance, but maybe if they do, hopefully they'll make it right.
Well, we got a formal review,
Sorry
a
about that.
formal internet published review.
Yes, we do.
Of the nacho cheese sauce. Let's see, Bianca tried it. No
Bianca's
surprise
here.
there.
Oh,
Loved it
that's in the Discord.
on the Discord.
Okay.
I think there was someone else as well.
NoMeatAthlete.com/Discord if you want to go get in on that action. Interact with the other plant-based morning show listeners and put your own Taco Bell pictures up, things like that. All right. Well, let's get into our stuff. Hello to everybody who's here, by the way. We just kind of skipped the rundown of everyone, but that's okay. You called some names off there. All right. So here we go. A couple things from Veg News today, which is not always.
Music?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, the machine's working right now. I'm getting no warning message or anything.
Right.
Just in time for Halloween. Oh, I got a Halloween thing to tell you too. I got one of those inflatable lawn things. We got a big inflatable cat.
How big? A cat? Like
I don't know. It's not set up yet. We bought it from the neighbor. It came on the neighborhood list. $30 used cat thing. So we'll get that set up soon enough. Maybe I'll post a picture. Anyway, in time for Halloween, Hippeas has put out a limited edition Halloween multi-pack of its vegan white cheddar puffs. You can only get it at Whole Foods for the 2023 Halloween season. I got kind of excited about this. Thought it seemed cool, nice thing to give out. It's all they did is put a little bit of spooky stuff on the bag, and that's it. Same. I think is vegan white cheddar the normal flavor of chickpeas of chickpeas?
Yes, and I was reading this. I was like, "Where's the punch?" Right, like different flavor,
right? Or it's orange or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just they literally just redesigned the bag for a few weeks,
and they didn't even write the word Happy Halloween or anything. It's just a little bit of a silhouette spooky scene back there. Yeah, there's not much at all. So I don't know how many come in the multi-pack. I imagine this is an expensive giveaway if you're going to be using this for trick-or-treaters. Yeah. Well, here, 12. You get 12 bags in there, so you'd be buying a lot of multi-packs. I don't know.
Do you eat Hippeas? Are you a Hippie family?
Well, they're in our little snack rotation now for Ellery's thing. I don't eat them. I don't have any of that stuff. But Ellery has that as a once a week. She gets a little bit of the Hippeas.
Yep. Chloe, our youngest, gets a bag every time she goes grocery shopping.
Oh, okay.
And a little snack on.
Yeah,
they're delicious.
They're basically like cheese. What are those things called?
Yeah. But they're vegan and I don't know. Is it chickpea flour? I guess that's the chickpea.
Yeah, I think the puffed chickpea flour is probably better than. I mean, it is better than whatever regular Cheetos or your cheese puff. Okay. Also at Whole Foods, this is also from Veg News. Koya has a new something we just sounds familiar here. Breakfast inspired line, which is first of all, I skipped part of the article, I guess, but this sounds okay. Breakfast inspired line that includes 3 carefully crafted flavors: fruity cereal, cocoa cereal, and cinnamon cereal. But what these are is vegan milks that taste like this milk from your cereal, which is exactly what we read last week.
Someone else was doing. Yeah.
Was it? I don't think it was maybe Kellogg's. I think Kellogg's has teamed up with somebody else.
Come on.
We said this is terrible. Who's getting this stuff? And it's garbage. And so this is the same thing, only vegan. And so, I mean, Veg News didn't really judge either way. They just sort of said, who doesn't love the nostalgia of good old, cereal? And they said vegan cereal, and now it's in milks. I don't get this. Please, if you're listening to the show, don't buy these things. They're just terrible. Go eat a bowl of cereal if you want, because at least that takes a little longer to eat and maybe has some fiber. I don't know. This is awful food. I don't support this whatsoever.
It's just grasping for anything, any sort of press or something. I mean, there's just no way that this is going to become a big thing.
Right. I don't think so. I can't imagine anyone would consistently want that. You might get it once and be like, that was kind of fun to taste Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but you wouldn't want that every day. I mean, even if it was not terrible for you, I don't think you'd want that flavor every morning. I mean, I don't really know. Maybe people do. Anyway, they do say each vegan shake contains 18 grams of complete plant protein. I think that's probably better than the Kellogg version, although it was milk, so that probably has plenty of protein too, but maybe not this much. Specialized blend of brown rice, pea, and chickpea proteins, along with 9 essential amino acids. I think that probably means including the 9 essential amino acids. So yeah, I don't know. It's maybe a little treat now and then for your kids or something, but I don't like this. We talked a little bit about fish, plant-based fish as maybe the future of plant-based meats at the end of last week. And we've also talked before about the fast food being the potential, maybe place plant-based meat ends up. being most successful. Now you can get both in one thing. Omni Foods, who makes all these vegan meats, has partnered with Neat Burger. That is a New York City chain. I think they're just New York City. But they're making a seafood menu there from the 18th of October. So that's tomorrow. If you're in New York, you can get this menu. It has neat fish and chips, which is what I said I wanted to try. Would love to have plant-based fish and chips. Crispy fish sandwich. Don't care about that, but good. That's it. That's the two options. Those two things. Both feature the Omni Golden Filet, vegan alternative said to perfectly replicate the taste and texture of traditional battered fish made from pea protein, shiitake mushroom powder, rice protein, and has won some awards. So that's kind of cool. The Neat Burger seems to always do interesting things. I would like to have that near me so I could get it every now and then.
Where's the closest? Do you know?
I don't really know. We could look that up. This one's in Nolita, New York City. I think they're like all in New York City.
Are they?
I don't know. Maybe it's only.
Yeah. I would be excited about this.
Yeah. Right. Oh, this is the Lewis Hamilton
sandwich too.
Lewis Hamilton.
You were poo-poo in the sandwich.
No, I'm in the poo-poo. I just never got the fillet of fish at McDonald's or anything like that. Fish sandwich doesn't seem that good to me, but I'm sure this is good. This is the Lewis Hamilton backed company, Doug, which you should care about. Right?
Oh, it is.
You
yeah.
That? Their locations, I think, all New York, but they've got a bunch of them. They've got 11, from what I can tell. So if
you're ever go to Long John Silver's or Captain D's or anything like that?
In my whole life, I probably went to Long John Silver's twice.
Yeah,
just never did, and Captain D's never. Why? Do you get that stuff?
No, I'm probably the same boat. I always wondered who did go there.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't know that it's any worse or better than McDonald's or anything like that. So no judgment.
No,
but
right.
But we just never went there.
Yeah, fast food, seafood just always seems like a weird mix for some reason. All right, let's keep going here. Mr. Charlie's, more vegan fast food. They now have made the famous cult favorite McRib sandwich. Mr. Charlie's, of course, sort of knocks off McDonald's things and makes them vegan, including their branding. And it's become sort of an internet sensation. I think they've got an Australia location either in the works or already happening. Anyway, they've got this McRib thing. It's called the Mr. Rack. It's a modern take on a pork sandwich. They debuted it only at this one event where it sold out for $7.77 as the cheapest item at the festival, because their stuff's also cheap. Their burger's only $1, I think. It was family style. That was the name of the thing, a family food festival in Los Angeles presented by DoorDash. So this is not a vegan festival, but they were the cheapest item there, sold out, and people are hoping that it's going to have a comeback. That's from Veg News. By the way, Veg News has a new column. They've got this always every Friday. I think it's Friday. They put out this plant-based food news of the week thing. Now they have plant-based restaurant news of the week. So now you can get every week, 5 or 6 restaurant updates as well. That's where this came from.
Wow, they're going to start feeding all kinds of our weather reports.
I know. They are. Great. Maybe they did that to try to get in the weather report every day. All right, let's keep going here. 11 Madison Park, which of course is the Michelin star restaurant. Yeah, the world's
Michelin
first.
Star.
That's the world's first Michelin 3 Michelin star vegan restaurant. But they were famous before they were vegan. They are now celebrating the 25th anniversary. Daniel Humm, or Whom, I don't know what his last name is, how it's pronounced. He's got a new book out called Eat More Plants, a chef's journal. But they're doing this thing where they're going back in time and having all their best of all-star meals now veganized, though, because the restaurant only in the past, I'd say 3 years, maybe since COVID, has been plant-based. So they're going back, getting all the old favorites, and they're making plant-based versions of them. They've got carrot tartare that is essentially flavored like steak tartare. I don't even know what tartare is. Is it really thin sliced stuff?
I think it's raw, isn't it? Tartare raw?
Yeah, it might be. I think carpaccio is raw. I don't know about tartare. Maybe. Anyway, what else? That has many ingredients that diners mix at the table. So you can pay $195 per person or $365 if you don't want to sit at the bar to mix your own food at the table, apparently. So that seems like a kind of a raw deal. Raw deal.
Raw minced beef is steak tartare.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah. So there's that. The other thing, they've got another move they're doing. Oh, sorry. There's a little bit more. The dishes on this 9 or 10 course tasting menu that you get for that price include bread and sunflower butter, white truffle tortellini with chestnut and ricotta toneberry. I don't know what toneberry is, but that sounds really good. With avocado and cucumber, and a grilled maitake mushroom skewer with juniper and pine. So that's very fancy food. I would like to go there. It seems like a fun experience. I'm doubting it would be like the best food you've ever had, but I think the whole production probably is fun.
Are you paying $365 per plate for it?
If I got the
Like,
opportunity, if I got the opportunity to do it, I think I'd probably say yes. I'll take that reservation and do it on a special event when we otherwise would have spent a couple $100 out for that thing. So why not do that just to experience it? What about you?
I'm spending $195 for the bar menu. I don't know if I'm spending $365 because that assuming it's me and Katie, we get some wine. I don't know if that's included. I mean, we're talking about $1,000 for dinner, like that. That might be a little much.
Yep, needs to kind of be like in place of what would otherwise be a big, fancy, big time date thing. Also,
like a whole week-long date thing.
Yeah, I've once, I think, maybe a couple more than that, done the big chef's tasting menu 9-10 course thing, and it just takes forever. It takes so long to sit there and eat the food. And like, I forget if you kind of I mostly just got sick of eating by the time I was done. And so like, it was a good experience when I did it at Ganshan. They had it there, at least they had it for a big party in Asheville. It's okay. But I honestly, I'd rather just have like a regular meal. I just think like a nice one big thing. It's like a beer sampler at a restaurant. I hate the beer sampler for the most part because I just would rather have one good beer than like 6 things where I'm going to like 2 of them and kind of like 4 of them. And I don't know.
Yeah, but no offense to Ganshan, which I used to really like Ganshan, but like, you can go there and get a $20 plate. It's a lot different than, what a 3 Michelin star fancy
it would be different. That's true. Yeah. But Ganshan did a good job. I mean, it's all Pan Asian, so there was a lot of options they could choose from to make a whole tasting menu. It was very good. But you're right, different from this kind of production, entertainment.
Mr. Jeffrey and Dale Stevens agree that I think it's worth it once in your life. The bar menu is worth it too. I would definitely be attracted to the bar menu. I would do that for sure.
Has Mr. Jeffrey been there? He's saying these menus are worth it. I don't know if he's done it before.
Oh, I don't know.
At this place. Anyway, as much as I don't love the art of food. He says, as much as Matt loves the art of food, I'm surprised he'd be into this. I like good humble, I like peasant food type stuff. Classic, I don't really like fancy food. Okay.
But the craft of food, you're a connoisseur of the craft. I mean, that's what you were giving me a hard time about last week.
Yeah, right. It was. With your coffee, I think. All right. UK supermarket ASDA, according to plantbasednews.org, they have released their official brand, which is OMV ! I guess it's like Oh My Vegan, and it sort of sounds like OMG. Yeah. So that's their store brand of vegan meats. This Christmas, ahead of Christmas, they've got 57 new products added to that range. That is a ton of vegan products, including an entire plant-based turkey. And here's the details on this plant-based turkey. It looks like a turkey. I saw the picture of it. It's like tofurkey. I think people think that tofurkey, like remember we read that one article by like probably a 65-year-old boomer type who was talking about her, how she wasn't going to have tofurkey at Thanksgiving. I think people picture like they're going to get a thing that's a turkey, but it's shaped or that's made out of tofu. Instead of like the little square roast thing you usually get. And even that's not tofurkey. Tofurkey does all this other stuff. But anyway, they've got this vegan no turkey. It looks like a turkey. It's shaped like it. It says made from a blend of wheat, soy, and pea proteins. Developed to have a lean texture and appear bright white on the inside of the crown. But the legs are produced to have a juicier texture with a darker color and more intense flavor profile. So it's very much like a real turkey that would be served up on Christmas Day. So it's kind of cool. I don't know.
It does look like a turkey. I'm showing it. Throw it up on the screen now. The picture's not good, but there's like legs and.
I would have thought that I don't care about that at all. I would say I don't care. I'll just eat the cube shaped thing roast. But I actually would like to have that whole turkey there. That'd be kind of fun. I don't really. I mean, it worries me the different colored meats and things like that. That makes me think this is going to be kind of weird, gimmicky, like that thing with the edible bones and the ribs that someone made. I don't want to feel like I'm eating like, I don't know, toy food, but somehow I'd like that. I wouldn't mind the shape of a turkey.
Carve it up, get out your nice knives, and
some people might be offended by that. Some vegans would say that makes me sick. I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, I mean, we had a long discussion around the vegan that wants to sit the opposite end of the table.
Request to not be in sight of the turkey, right? That's how you make a good impression. for all vegans. Asked to not be in sight of the turkey at the Thanksgiving table. Okay, so they're called the lowest price traditional supermarket. This place, ASDA, and the whole turkey is available for £6 from Thursday, December 14th. How much is a pound? £1 to $1. Let's see. Let's see if I can say it to get it faster than Mr. Jeffrey will tell us. 1 British pound equals $1.22 US dollars. You can get a whole vegan turkey for like $8 or something like that.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really great. Seems too good to be true. Wonder how big the turkey is. Yeah, they don't tell you how many people that feeds. But anyway, good for them. I think it's cool. All right, a little bit of food tech news. I almost didn't include this, but it's interesting. Japanese plant-based meat company Daiz, D-A-I-Z, they use a proprietary soy germination technique to make miracle chips, it's called. What they do is take soybeans, they germinate them to activate enzymes and increase the number of free amino acids. And apparently what they get is miraculously good vegan meat additive kind of thing without any synthetic additives. It's just this vegan meat flavor that they just have, and it's delicious and it has good texture. Anyway, they've raised a bunch of money, $47.4 million in their Series C funding. They've also got the Miracle Egg, which they made in partnership with a French ingredient company, Roquette, and they seem to think this is coming. They're saying this is coming. I think Green Queen is where I got this. They said, watch out, seitan, which is also a Japanese, origination, and soybeans, of course, big part of Japanese culture. So, and tofu, edamame, natto, miso, they're all listed here as soy examples in Japan. I don't know. This might be one of those things that you don't surprise. You're just surprised and suddenly it becomes the biggest thing. But bigger than Beyond Meat, bigger than Impossible, all those things. It just wipes them out. What do you think, Doug? Possible?
It's possible. Anything's possible. I'm not going to say it's... but no, I don't think it's probable.
Not like it. No, because it takes more, I think, than a good product to become there. But yes, I mean, they raised a bunch of money, so maybe they can get the right guns, doing the right work, marketing and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe they can headhunt, steal some marketers from Oatly, get some real cutting edge advertising. I don't know.
Get lots of press on the plant-based morning show if you do that.
That's right. Yeah. And finally, last thing, Madison Square Garden has cut a deal with the aforementioned Beyond Meat through a first-of-its-kind partnership. I guess it's first of its kind for Madison Square Garden because certainly this has happened before. But anyway, they've got a Madison Square Garden kiosk that will include Beyond Burger Broadway Edition, the OG Bratwurst Sausage, Spicy Showtime Sausage, Empire State of Nachos, Garden State Tacos, and Chili and the City. Chili in the City. I don't know about that one. Is that like Sex in the City?
Sex in the City?
Chili? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It sounds like they have been working with Oatly's marketers.
Garden State Tacos?
Yeah, it's kind of...
I don't know.
Easy. Empire State of Nachos. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's like, you can't just... Like, nachos doesn't have anything to do with mind, right? Like...
Right, exactly. Nor does chili have anything to do with sex.
Right.
They literally just took famous things and paired them, seemingly randomly matched up with the names of the foods.
I'll take the Garden State nachos. So.
Well, anyway, they've done that. Multiple concession stands throughout the garden are going to have Beyond Meat products, not just this one kiosk where you can get all of them. That's what you want, though. You want not just one kiosk.
Spread throughout.
You want everywhere you go to be able to get it. Yeah. So millions of visitors each year to the garden. So that's kind of big idea. Good exposure for Beyond Meat, and they need it. I think their third quarter maybe they lost a third of their revenue compared to last year. So not too good over there at Beyond Meat right now. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they're still trying.
I wonder if they're going to do this in the Vegas MSG place.
Oh, is there one? There's an MSG in Vegas?
The like spear thing.
Oh, that's the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, which I didn't realize, but
what? Okay, and what does that mean? Like, I thought Madison Square Garden was just an event, and they just named it after somebody, James Madison, probably.
So I mean, they must be a like, I don't know. They're just branching out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe are there multiple MSGs? I don't know, but
not that I know of.
Yeah.
No idea. Yeah, the Madison Square Garden Company and Las Vegas Sands. So Madison Square Garden is its own company. Okay. There you go. All right, on to the good stuff. The takeout.com has reviewed the Taco Bell vegan nacho cheese, and it's not great. The headline is, "Sorry, Taco Bell, but vegans deserve better nacho cheese. The new vegan nacho cheese at Taco Bell feels like a consolation prize." Okay, so they did this review. They summarized the deal. It's soy and chickpea based, the vegan nacho sauce. Of course, it came during the trial of the Crunchwrap, the black bean Crunchwrap. No, not black bean, the vegan Crunchwrap, which was, I don't know what the meat was in that. Do you?
I don't know. Just sort of ground beef, I think.
Okay.
Vegan.
So
vegan ground beef.
Anyway, yeah. So it came out then. That thing apparently was successful, but we don't know what the status is now. But the nacho cheese sauce has already returned with the nacho fries, which also returned recently. They haven't always been on the menu. They seem to come and go, but people like them. So anyway, they put up a picture, first of all, of the two sauces. Do you have this one up, Doug, or can you pull this one up?
I do. Yep, I have it up.
Okay. Yeah, they show the two side-by-side pictures, and they point out that the one on the left, which is the real thing, definitely looks a lot creamier and somehow better than the one on the right. But that's okay. I would expect vegan things to look a little bit different. At the same time, I'm a little surprised that they couldn't even get that to be the same. Like with all the junky stuff people put in these things with ultra processed food, I mean, you'd think they could find the right emulsifiers or whatever to make it look the same. That's not really hard to do these days. But I guess
there's probably nothing natural about the non-vegan kind either. I mean, right? Like,
right.
I mean, it's not like they're actually taking cheese and melting it down.
No, but I mean, it's possible that they have. I mean, they obviously start with some dairy in there, right? I would assume so.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So then they call this vegan nacho sauce soy and chickpea based, and I thought maybe are they trying to make this one actually a little bit healthier, and that's why, and they're unwilling to make it quite so junky. I haven't seen an ingredient list or anything, but soy and chickpea based just sounds like they're trying to make something healthy. I don't know, maybe not necessarily. Anyway, this person who's writing the article, they and I think their wife, maybe their girlfriend, tried. They both got some, tried it out. The vegan tub comes with a big sticker on the lid that says vegan. So that would have made it hard for my Taco Bell people to have been giving that out to everyone. But again, I would not put it past them based on what I observed yesterday, as far as their competence at the job. Anyway, how does it taste? They said the first bite was really good. They said it was great. They thought it was nice. Although the texture looks a little bit different in the picture, they said when you put it on a fry, it seems to have the right consistency. It has the gloss. It's thick. It clings well. All this stuff. Nice little kick at the end. They said, if I hadn't known this was vegan liquid cheese, I wouldn't have thought twice about it from the first fry. But then after subsequent dips, started to notice that something felt off. His fellow taste tester, his wife, actually stopped eating the vegan nacho sauce altogether because the taste gets slightly bitter, becomes steadily more plastic-like. And I don't know. They said it wasn't terrible. It didn't have graininess or some of the big problems that you might get with this, but it just kind of wasn't that good. And the wife didn't finish it. So
I wonder if they finished the non-vegan cake. I mean, I just wonder if that's one of those things that
I thought
you just don't really finish.
That's what I thought. Right. By the end of all that, you might just want to eat some regular fries without the stuff on there, and you might just move to that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. This takeout.com, they usually have pretty good articles and things. So I don't think this is just a random bad review. I mean, it might be that, but I tend to think they're okay. So Taco Bell really wants to cater to vegans, they said, but further R&D is needed in the Taco Bell test kitchen. Then they said something that surprised me. Strictly adherent vegans, those who follow this diet on principle, probably aren't coming to Taco Bell in the first place, since cross-contact is in a high-volume kitchen is inevitable, and this new vegan nacho sauce won't change that. So I guess there are definitely a lot of vegans who wouldn't go to any fast food restaurant in the first place because they don't want their stuff touching anything that's not vegan or has been touched by non-vegans. So I would call myself a strictly adherent vegan, and I would also call myself someone who follows the diet on principle. I think that doesn't mean ethical following. I think it means on principle means it's not about what's practical. It's sort of about absolutely zero, do not cross the line. I don't know. I was a little surprised there because I don't think twice about going to Taco Bell. I think it's certified. I went to Taco Bell's website. It's certified by the American Vegetarian Association. They certify vegan menu items. Taco Bell advertises
Yeah.
on the whole page how to eat vegan at Taco Bell, because vegans need their Taco Bell fixed too, right? They're using that word. They're saying it's certified. I don't know. Do people not go here because of cross contamination? Are there a lot?
I don't know. I mean, that seems like somebody who doesn't understand vegans. Like I would say, like a lot of the whole food plant-based people wouldn't go to Taco Bell because they wouldn't get nacho cheese sauce, right?
Yeah, because they don't
for obvious reasons, right? But like a strict vegan, I don't know. I mean, unless you have an issue,
ethical vegan who's not into health at all, just for the animals. I don't think they're like avoiding this stuff. Now, maybe for other reasons they do. They don't want to go there because the place serves meat to begin with, and they don't want to support the company that is part of any support of factory farming. And I understand that argument for sure. But I don't know. I thought it was surprising. I consider myself strictly adherent, and I consider myself following it on principle. But I do go to Taco Bell.
No. I mean, so I'm looking at those pictures that I have now since taken down, and I will say, like, the non-vegan one looks creamy and pretty good. The vegan one looks really plasticky. It looks really like artificial, like way too yellow, way too shiny.
Yep, it definitely does.
So and I noticed that before the comparison. When I saw the pictures in the Discord of people eating it, and I was like, man, that honestly does not look very good. and I'm all for this stuff. Like, and I'm definitely gonna get it, and I'm probably gonna very much enjoy it. But it just didn't look all that appealing to me.
Yeah, right. I get that. And I really do understand the feeling of like something tastes good at first, and then after a couple of bites, you say, I really don't actually want that much more of this. And I think a lot of these vegan fake things are that way. I've had that experience with Beyond Meat sausage things, whatever. You have some and it's good, and then eventually you're like, I don't know if I want to keep eating this. So I do get that. And yeah, kind of a shame. I don't really fault Taco Bell here. Again, this is a little bit to me. I don't mind that they don't understand vegans when they say, sorry, Taco Bell, but vegans deserve better nacho cheese. But I don't know. I think a lot of vegans are kind of just grateful that like a restaurant is caring about us a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we deserve better than that. I think it's pretty good that that restaurants are turning attention to us at all. So
we should get Bianca on. Mr. Jeffrey suggests Bianca should write a follow-up paper. But I think we should have her on here. We should do our own little review.
Yeah. Would you send out Bianca's, if she wrote a follow-up review of this, would you send it out to the compliment list as a guest feature? Does that fit the brand?
I don't know.
Fit our longevity brand?
That would be maybe I'd
put her on No Meat Athlete.
Oh, definitely. No Meat Athlete for sure. Let's do it.
Anything goes No Meat Athlete. We should. Bianca, you should do that if you want to. Okay. So that's that one. Quickly, the other one. This is really not much of a spend time on article. It caught my eye today, and I must say I felt duped. It's from vegnews.com. Veg News, they're our friends. They write nice things about us. They've done that in their podcast thing. I'm sure they're going to stop one day because I just try to be honest in assessments here. I like a lot what they do. And I should have mentioned this in the Taco Bell article. An article from Veg News convinced me that I don't need to worry about cross-contamination. That sort of thing is not saving animals. That's a personal purity hang up. And some people, fine. I'm not judging you if you feel personally pure and you do not want your food, in the oil that animals were in, or animal products were in. That's fine. I totally respect that. But for me, I care about the saving of animals, not the personal purity. So I don't mind that sort of cross-contamination at all. And the Veg News article is what convinced me of that. So I'm forever grateful of that good journalism or whatever that would have been. I don't remember who the author was. I should actually look it up. But anyway,
they do a lot of great work.
They do. And they do some stuff that makes me cringe a little bit. This one says, another Blue Zone secret revealed. Drink more wine for eye health. And then the subheadline, a new study's found that grape consumption benefits eye health. Does that mean we should be drinking more wine? The Blue Zone secret says moderation is key. So kind of confusing there to begin with. Veg News has been on like this SEO kick recently. I've noticed they answer a lot of questions, like write headlines that are questions that someone would be Googling, and then they answer it, and then whatever, eventually make a vegan pitch. I think here they're trying to capitalize on the Netflix Blue Zones documentary and the extra traffic that's around that these days. I'm not sure. But so I read this and I thought, okay, I'm a wine drinker myself. I love wine, love hearing that it's good for me because I don't really think it is. And I'm happy to hear that it is because it makes me feel a little bit better about drinking it. So I thought, okay, good. Wine for eye health. That's a new one. Haven't heard that before. So I started reading more, and they, in fairness, they clearly say this in the headline. A new study has found that grape consumption benefits eye health. Does that mean we should be drinking more wine? So, if you just glance at the headline, you think wine's good for eye health. You read that, and then you keep reading, and you realize this study never once mentions wine. The study is just about grapes, and says that grapes have antioxidants. Have lots of antioxidants. These antioxidants, which they mentioned in the article, are powerful defenders against oxidative stress and AGE, which is something glycol. Darn it! We talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I still
advanced glycogen end products.
Advanced glycation end products. There you go. AGEs. Apparently, they do make you actually age faster. That's the way I've heard them first presented. It's kind of a thing. They're in a bunch of things. I think in roasted nuts in particular, and some other foods that you think are pretty good typically have them. So it's something to watch out for. I think it's in like when you burn stuff on a grill and it gets charred, that's the creation of a lot of these AGEs. Oh. Anyway, I looked a little deeper. Something seemed a little off to me here. I thought, so now we're saying that maybe wine is also going to do this and also going to combat these things. Well, I looked it up. It turns out alcohol is associated with increased AGE. I don't know if it's I don't think it's produced, but I think it's consumed. But sorry, the alcohol metabolism actually increases AGEs and creates oxidative stress. So the two things that they're saying antioxidants help with, wine causes more of. So it's just, to me, completely irresponsible to suggest that this is saying wine is good for eye health, because the very reasons that the grapes are good for it, alcohol has the opposite negative effect on. So I just think it's really, really bad. I don't know. I mean, so anyway, the grapes do benefit eye health. That's a good thing. 34 people in this study divided into two groups. It's not a large study, but apparently clear, statistically significant benefits. And that's a cool thing. Not surprised, because fruits and vegetables in their whole form are really good for us. But I don't know. And then it goes into wine consumption in the blue zones and talks about moderation and fairness. That's good, because it definitely should be consumed that way. But then back to the headline. I was like, I can't believe this headline is implying that wine is good for eye health. It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm with you. I read it, and it honestly, the article made me pretty angry because for that exact reason, because the study has nothing to do with wine and doesn't even mention wine, and just it was a clear grab for clicks. But all right, enough of the bashing of veg news for today. Let's talk about grapes. Grapes are good for you. Grapes are good for eye health. That's good.
Yeah, right.
Once again, the carnivore diet goes, I don't know, plant-based trumps carnivore, or omnivore trumps carnivore, or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I think a lot of things trump carnivore. Carnivore, I hope this carnivore thing goes away soon, and not for animal sake, but for people's health. I really think it's horrible. Dr. Furman saw some interview recently. He came out and said they should be put in jail, these people, and he was kidding. Doesn't really think that. But like you just can't get micronutrients in these animal products. You get all this other stuff, which in some ways good, and in some way you say you could argue you're not getting enough from plants. Some people do, but like you're just not getting nutrients. So you get ripped and swollen all for 10 years, and then you have a heart attack or something. So I think it's just a bad thing.
Yeah.
Hope people move on very soon from that. Okay. All right. Anything else, Doug?
No, I think that's it. That's it for me.
Okay.
We were a little negative today.
I was just thinking that with the Taco Bell thing, and then veg news.
Bell. We were poking fun at some of the restaurant stuff.
What restaurant stuff were we?
Well,
when you said anyone who goes to Long John Silver's is
no, I don't mind being negative about Long John Silver.
When you said the Cuban was no good, it's your
the Cuban sandwich. Let's see, the Hippeas. What are they doing?
You're right.
Like
yeah,
all of our news
negative.
was kind of.
Right.
We had a little negative tone to just about everything.
Somehow
I apologize. I don't want to start my week.
No,
like I said, Tuesday is the best part of the week. That's best day of the week. You got to be positive here, Matt.
Yeah, I meant for this to be a positive fun show. I really don't have anything to be upset about. I'm in a good mood. I got a good sleep. Grateful, healthy children. I mean, what could I want more? So yeah, I don't mean that, but
we got people who have listened to us ramble for 50 minutes. I mean, that's what more could you ask for? Which is great.
Yeah. All right.
as Dale says, kudos to Taco Bell for trying the nacho, the vegan
there's
sauce.
positives. Then we said, I don't think we deserve better. I think they're good for them. Trying. Keep doing it. Keep making vegan things for us, please.
Yeah.
But you got to get your operations
I
right.
hope that your Taco Bell really did run out because people are running out there to get it.
I didn't think about that. That'd be fantastic.
If that first week they, all these places were selling out, that'd be pretty cool. That would speak volumes about, wanting to bring that vegan crunch wrap or something.
And perhaps the other data point of the person who they didn't have it for, and he said, well, I'll just take the regular one then. That maybe that's the reason. Maybe people who are omnivores are just happy to try the vegan version, even if they're not running out for it. They just want it. I don't know. That's great. Fantastic. So I hope the vegan nacho sauce was the problem behind all the Taco Bell problems I had yesterday. And if that was the whole reason for the shit show,
what if everybody in that line was trying to get the vegan nacho sauce?
Right. And the Taco Bell just could not handle the demand that came, and it just swamped the drive-through and everything. And that's why it was so terrible. Who knows? But let's hope.
Had they known that there was a vegan podcaster in the audience, they might
big time vegan influencer in the audience would have changed everything. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We will be back tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy Tuesday, this best or worst day of the week, depending on how you look at it.
That's right. We'll see you for hump day.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Bye, everybody.